My child, pause. Yes, right now, pause. I see your thoughts racing. I see the noise around you, the pressure, the expectations, the weight sitting quietly on your chest that no one else seems to notice. You have been trying so hard, trying to fix everything, trying to hold everything together, trying to be strong even when your heart feels tired. But listen to me. You were never created to carry this alone. The noise in your life has grown so loud that you can no longer hear my voice. And yet, I have not stopped speaking. Not for a moment. I do not shout over the chaos. I whisper, and only those who become still hear me. So I am asking you now, be still, not forever, just for a moment. Let go of the need to control everything. Let go of the pressure to figure it all out today. The future you are so worried about, I have already seen it. I am already there. You are exhausting yourself trying to manage what I have already secured. My child, I know how your mind works. You move quickly into problem solving. You replay conversations. You imagine outcomes. You try to prepare for every possible situation. But tell me, has that given you peace? Or has it only made you more tired? You were not created to carry the weight of the world. You were created to walk with me. Come closer. Bring me your burdens, not your perfection. Bring me your worries, not your solutions. Bring me your heart exactly as it is. Tired, confused, overwhelmed. I am not asking you to have it all together. I am asking you to trust me. If this speaks to your heart right now, type yes in the comments, because your agreement is the beginning of your surrender. And your surrender is where your peace begins. My child, I also see the pain you carry from people. Yes, those people. The ones you trusted. The ones you gave your time, your love, your loyalty. The ones who knew your heart and still hurt you. You keep going back, hoping it will be different this time. Hoping they will finally see your worth. Hoping they will give you the love you have been giving so freely. But listen carefully. You cannot heal in the place that keeps breaking you. Every time you return to what wounded you, you move further away from what I am preparing for you. I have something better. But you must be willing to release what is not from me. Not everyone who says they love you is sent to stay in your life. Some people come as lessons, not assignments. Do not confuse familiarity with purpose. And do not confuse attention with love. My love for you is not conditional. It is not based on your success. It is not based on your performance. It is not based on how strong you appear. I love you in spite of everything. In spite of your past. In spite of your mistakes. In spite of the things you still struggle with. You are not disqualified. You are chosen. But you must begin to see yourself the way I see you. Stop being so harsh on your own heart. You speak to yourself in ways you would never speak to someone you love. Why? Who told you that you are not enough? Who convinced you that you must earn love? That is not my voice. My voice reminds you that you are already loved. Deeply. Completely. Unconditionally. Say this with me. I accept myself with God's love. Write it in the comments if you believe it. I accept myself. Because when you begin to see yourself differently, everything begins to change. Your confidence grows. Your heart becomes lighter. Your spirit becomes stronger. And suddenly, the noise around you loses its power. My child, when life becomes loud, that is your signal to come closer to me. Not run faster, not try harder. Come closer. Sit with me in the quiet. Let your tears fall if they need to. You do not have to hide them from me. I understand every emotion you feel, even the ones you cannot explain. Bring me your thoughts. Write them down if you must. Your fears, your dreams, your questions. Give them to me each day and watch what I will do. I will begin to open doors you did not expect. I will guide you step by step, not all at once, but exactly as you need. You keep asking for the full picture, but I give direction, one step at a time, because if I showed you everything, you would try to control it again, and I am teaching you trust, so focus on today, just today. The step in front of you is enough. If you're ready to trust God one step at a time, type, I trust in the comments. Let that be your declaration. My child, you are not behind. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone. I am your protector. I am your peace. I am your strength when you feel weak. Even when everything around you feels uncertain, I remain constant. Stand up again, not in your strength, but in mine. Walk forward, not with fear, but with faith. And remember this always. When life gets loud, listen for my whisper. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this today. And if you feel peace through these words, you can support this ministry through the link below, so more hearts can be reached. Stay with me to the end of this journey, because what I am about to do in your life is just beginning. My child, come closer again. Do not rush past this moment. I know you have things to do. I know your mind is already moving ahead, thinking about what comes next. But right now, I need your attention, because what I am about to tell you will change how you carry your life. You have been living in a constant state of tension. Even when you are resting, your mind is not. Even when you are smiling, something inside you feels unsettled. You call it stress. You call it responsibility. You call it just life. But I call it something else. I call it a heart that has forgotten where its true peace comes from. My child, your peace was never meant to come from things going your way, not from people treating you right, not from plans working perfectly, not from having all the answers. Your peace comes from me. And when you lose connection with me, everything else begins to feel heavy. That is why even small problems feel overwhelming. That is why your thoughts feel louder at night. That is why your heart feels tired, even when your body is still. You're trying to find calm in a world that was never designed to give it. But I am. I am your calm. I am your stillness. I am your safe place in the middle of chaos. So why do you keep running everywhere else first? Why do you carry your worries all day and only come to me when you are completely drained? I am not your last option. I am your first refuge. And I'm inviting you now, not later, not when things get worse, but now. Come to me first. Before the overthinking begins, before the fear grows, before the pressure builds. Sit with me in the quiet and let me settle your spirit. My child, you do not realize how much of your pain is coming from your own thoughts. You replay situations that are already over. You imagine outcomes that have not even happened. You create conversations in your mind that may never take place. And in doing so, you exhaust yourself. You are fighting battles that do not exist yet. Listen carefully. Not every thought you have is truth. Some thoughts are fear. Some are insecurity. Some are lies you have believed for too long. That is why you must bring your thoughts to me. Let me filter them. Let me quiet them. Let me replace them with truth. Because my voice does not create panic. My voice creates peace. If your thoughts are making you anxious, pause and ask yourself, is this from God or from fear? And if it is not from me, you do not have to carry it. Release it. Yes, it is that simple. Not easy, but simple. Let it go. If you're ready to release overthinking and trust God more, type "let go" in the comments. Let that be your step today. My child, I also see how hard you are on yourself. You expect so much from yourself. You replay your mistakes again and again, wishing you had done better, spoken differently, chosen wiser. You hold yourself to a standard of perfection that even you cannot meet. And when you fall short, you punish yourself with guilt. But listen to me. I am not standing over you with condemnation. I am standing beside you with compassion. I see your effort. I see your heart. I see how much you are trying, even when no one else notices. And I am proud of you. Yes, proud. Not because you are perfect, but because you keep going. Because you have not given up. Because even in your weakness, you are still here. Stop measuring your worth by your mistakes. You are more than your worst moment. You are more than your past decisions. You are still becoming, and I am not finished with you yet. So be patient with yourself, the same way I am patient with you. Speak to yourself with kindness. Encourage yourself. Lift yourself up instead of tearing yourself down, because the way you see yourself shapes the way you live your life. Say this quietly in your heart. I am growing. I am learning. I am not giving up. And if you believe that, type, I'm growing in the comments. My child, there is something else I need you to understand. You cannot control everything. You have tried. You have planned. You have worried. And still, things did not always go the way you expected. Why? Because you are not meant to control everything. You are meant to trust me in everything. There is a difference. Control creates pressure. Trust creates peace. And I want you to live in peace. So, release the need to control outcomes. Do your part, but leave the results to me. Make your plans, but hold them loosely. Because sometimes, I will redirect you. Not to harm you, but to protect you. Not to delay you, but to prepare you. You may not always understand my ways, but you can always trust my heart. I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. And I am working in ways you cannot imagine. Even now, things are aligning for you. Even now, doors are being prepared. Even now, I am making a way. So do not lose hope. Do not give up. And do not let the noise of life make you forget who I am. I am still God. I am still with you. And I am still in control. If you trust that God is working behind the scenes for you, type, God is working in the comments. My child, slow down. You do not have to rush your life. You do not have to compare your journey with others. What I am doing in you is unique. Your timing is different. Your path is different. And that is okay. Trust my timing. Trust my process. Trust my plan. Because I am not late, and neither are you. So take a deep breath. Release the pressure and come back to me again and again and again and again. Because every time you do, you will find what you have been searching for all along. Stay with me, because what I am building in your life is greater than what you have lost. And this is only the beginning. My child, I am still speaking. Even now, even in this very moment, as your eyes move across these words, I am near you, closer than your worries, closer than your fears, closer than the noise that surrounds you. But you must learn something that will change everything. My presence is not something you visit only when you are in trouble. It is something you live in. You have been coming to me in pieces. A prayer when things go wrong, a thought when you feel afraid, a moment when you feel overwhelmed. But I am calling you into something deeper. Not moments with me, but a life with me. Because when you walk with me daily, the noise does not control you the same way anymore. The chaos may still exist, but it no longer lives inside you. My child, I see how easily your peace gets shaken. One message, and your mood changes. One problem, and your thoughts spiral. One delay, and your patience disappears. Why? Because your peace is still connected to what is happening around you. But I want your peace to come from within you, from me, living inside you. That kind of peace cannot be broken by circumstances. That kind of peace does not disappear when things go wrong. That kind of peace stays even in storms. And that is the peace I am offering you. But you must choose it. Yes, choose it. Because peace is not something that just happens to you. It is something you protect. You protect it by what you listen to. You protect it by what you focus on. You protect it by what you allow into your heart. Not everything deserves your attention. Not everything deserves your energy. And not everything deserves a reaction. Some things you must simply release. If you are ready to protect your peace, type peace first in the comments. Let that be your decision today. My child, I also see how much you are affected by what others think of you. You may not say it out loud, but it touches you. Their words, their opinions, their silence, their rejection. You carry it longer than you should. You replay it more than you need to. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to measure your worth through their eyes. But listen carefully. They did not create you, so they do not get to define you. I am the one who formed you. I am the one who knows you completely. I am the one who calls you worthy, not because of what you do, but because of who you are to me. So why are you giving so much power to voices that do not even understand your purpose? Not everyone will see your value. Not everyone will appreciate your heart. Not everyone will stay. And that is not your loss. That is my protection. Because I will remove people who cannot walk with you into what I have prepared. Even if it hurts at first, even if it feels confusing, even if you question it, trust me in the removal. Because I am making space for something better. My child, stop chasing acceptance. You are already accepted. Stop trying to prove your worth. You are already worthy. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into places where you were never meant to belong. Stand in who you are. Walk in confidence. Not pride, but quiet confidence. The kind that comes from knowing, I am loved by God. Say it with me now. I am enough because God says I am. If you believe that, type, I am enough in the comments. Let that truth settle in your heart. My child, there is something else I need you to release. Comparison. You look at others and wonder, why are they ahead? Why is their life easier? Why am I still struggling? And without realizing it, you begin to feel behind. But you are not behind. You are on a different path. What I am doing in your life cannot be compared to what I am doing in someone else's life. Because your calling is different. Your growth is different. Your timing is different. And if you keep comparing, you will miss what I am doing right in front of you. Comparison steals your joy. Comparison creates pressure. Comparison blinds you to your own progress. But gratitude opens your eyes. So instead of looking at what others have, look at what I have already given you. Look at how far you have come. Look at how much you have grown. Even if it feels small, it matters. Every step matters. Every lesson matters. Every moment of growth matters. My child, you are not where you used to be, and that is something to be thankful for. If you are grateful for how far you've come, type "Thank you, God" in the comments. Let gratitude replace comparison. My child, I know you are waiting for answers. You keep asking me, what should I do? Where should I go? What is next for me? And sometimes, my silence confuses you. You think I am not listening. You think I am not answering. But my silence is not absence. It is preparation. There are things I am aligning. There are things I am working on behind the scenes. There are parts of you I am still shaping so you can handle what you are asking for. If I give it to you too soon, it may break you instead of bless you. So trust my timing, even when you do not understand it, even when it feels slow, even when you feel ready, because I see the full picture, and I am preparing you for something greater than you expect. So do not rush, do not force, do not lose faith. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing, because what is meant for you will not miss you. My child, stay close to me, not just in difficult moments, but in every moment. Talk to me, walk with me, trust me. Because when life gets loud, my whisper will guide you, and my whisper will never lead you wrong. Stay with me. We are just getting deeper. My child, listen carefully again. There is something in your heart you have been trying to ignore. You keep yourself busy. You distract your mind. You scroll, you talk, you move, just to avoid sitting with it. But I see it clearly. That quiet heaviness, that unspoken fear, that feeling you cannot fully explain. You have learned how to function with it, but you have not healed from it. And I am not calling you to just manage your pain. I am calling you to release it. Yes, release it. Because what you keep holding inside is slowly draining your strength. You tell yourself, I'm fine, but deep inside you are tired, not just physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and I want to restore you, but you must let me in, not halfway, not just the strong parts of you, all of you, even the broken places, especially the broken places. My child, healing begins where honesty begins. Stop pretending with me. You don't have to be strong here. You don't have to hide your tears. You don't have to explain everything perfectly. Just come as you are. Speak to me. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what confuses you. Tell me what you're afraid of. I already know, but I want you to release it. Because when you bring it into the light, it begins to lose its power. And my peace begins to fill that space. If you are ready to let God heal what you've been hiding, type "heal me" in the comments. Let that be your prayer today. My child, you have been carrying wounds from your past for too long. Things people said, things people did, moments that changed you. You may have moved forward, but part of you is still there, still remembering, still feeling, still reacting. And sometimes you don't even realize how much it affects your present. You trust less. You fear more. You expect disappointment. Because your heart is trying to protect itself. But in protecting itself, it is also closing itself. And I did not create your heart to live closed. I created it to live free. Yes, there will always be risks in loving. Yes, there will always be moments of hurt. But I am your healer, not your past. And if you allow me, I will heal those places in you that you thought would always hurt. But you must be willing to let go of something very important, the need to hold on to the pain. Because sometimes pain becomes familiar. And even though it hurts, it feels known. But healing requires release. Release of the memory. Release of the anger. Release of the, why did this happen to me? You may not get all the answers, but you will get peace. And that is greater. My child, forgiveness is part of your healing. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. You think holding on protects you, but it keeps you bound. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean allowing hurt again. It means releasing the hold that pain has on your heart, so you can move forward, lighter, freer, stronger. If you are ready to release the past and move forward, type "I release" in the comments. Let that be your step today. My child, I also see your fear of the future. You don't always say it, but it's there. What if things don't work out? What if I fail? What if I lose what I have? And so you try to prepare for everything. You try to stay ahead of problems. You try to control outcomes. But fear of the future will steal your present. You are missing moments today because you are worried about tomorrow. And I never asked you to live that way. I asked you to trust me. The same God who brought you this far will not leave you now. The same God who opened doors before can open them again. The same God who carried you through difficult times will carry you again. You are not walking into the future alone. I am already there. So instead of fearing what might happen, trust the one who is already in control. Say this in your heart: my future is in God's hands. If you believe that, type "God holds my future" in the comments. Let that truth calm your spirit. My child, slow your thoughts. Not everything needs your attention right now. Not everything needs to be figured out today. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to take life one step at a time. The pressure you feel, much of it, you placed on yourself. And today, I am giving you permission to release it. You do not have to prove anything. You do not have to rush your journey. You do not have to carry what is not yours. Give it to me. Again, and again, and again. Because every time you release, I replace it with peace. Every time you trust, I strengthen your heart. Every time you come to me, I draw closer to you. My child, you are not alone in this. Even when it feels quiet, even when it feels like nothing is changing, even when you don't feel me, I am here. Working. healing, preparing, loving you in ways you cannot yet see. So do not give up now. You are closer than you think, closer to healing, closer to peace, closer to the life I have been preparing for you. Stay with me, trust me, walk with me, because when life gets loud, my whisper will guide you through it, and my whisper is leading you into something better. Stay with me, we are going deeper. My child, stay here with me. Do not rush away from this moment, because what I am about to speak into your heart is something you have needed for a long time. You have been carrying silent battles, battles no one else sees, battles you don't always talk about, battles that happen in your mind, in your heart, in your quiet moments. And because no one sees them, you feel like you have to handle them alone. But you are not alone. You never were. I have been with you in every silent struggle. Every tear you wiped away quickly. Every sigh you held inside. Every moment you felt like giving up, but didn't. I saw it all. And I am still here. My child, you have become strong but also tired. Strong in front of people. Strong in situations. Strong when life demanded it. But strength without rest becomes exhaustion. And I see your exhaustion. You keep pushing forward even when your heart is asking for a pause. You keep showing up even when your soul feels drained. You keep saying, I'm okay, even when you are not. But listen to me. You do not always have to be strong. You are allowed to rest in me. Rest is not weakness. Rest is trust. It is trusting that even when you pause, I am still working. It is trusting that you do not have to hold everything together, because I am holding you together. So come, rest. Not just physically. Deep rest. The kind your soul has been longing for. The kind that quiets your thoughts. The kind that lifts the weight off your heart. The kind that reminds you. I don't have to do this alone. If you are ready to rest in God and release your burdens, type, I rest in you in the comments. Let that be your surrender today. My child, I want to talk to you about something you have been struggling with. Letting go. You say you want peace. You say you want healing. You say you want a new beginning, but you are still holding on to old things, old pain, old habits, old attachments, old versions of yourself. And those things are not meant to go where I am taking you. You cannot step into something new while holding tightly to what is behind you. At some point, you must choose, not because I am forcing you, but because growth requires release. You ask me for change, but resist the process that creates it. My child, I am not taking things away from you to hurt you. I am removing things that are hurting you, even if you cannot see it yet, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels like loss. Trust me in the letting go, because every time you release something that is not from me, you make space for something that is, something healthier, something stronger, something aligned with your purpose. So do not hold on out of fear. Do not hold on out of habit. Do not hold on just because it feels familiar. Ask yourself, is this helping me grow or keeping me stuck? And be honest, because you already know the answer. If you are ready to let go of what is holding you back, type, I let go in the comments. Let that be your decision today. My child, I also want to remind you of something important. You are not the same person you used to be, even if you don't fully see it yet, even if you still struggle sometimes, even if you still have moments of doubt. You have grown. You have learned. You have changed. The things that once broke you, now you are learning to face. The things that once controlled you, now you are becoming aware of. And that matters. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet. Sometimes it is slow. Sometimes it is invisible to others. But I see it. Every step, every effort, every moment you choose better, even when it's hard. Do not ignore your progress just because you are not where you want to be yet. You are moving, and that is enough for now. My child, stop rushing your transformation. You are becoming, not arriving. There is no deadline on your healing. There is no race in your journey. I am shaping you day by day, moment by moment. And everything is happening in the right time. So be patient with yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. Encourage yourself. Because the way you treat yourself matters more than you think. Say this in your heart: I am growing at God's pace. If you believe that, type God's timing in the comments. Let that truth settle in you. My child, you have been asking me for clarity, for direction, for answers, and I hear you. But sometimes clarity comes after obedience, not before. You want to see the full path, but I am asking you to take the next step. Just one step. Even if it feels small, even if it feels uncertain. Because when you move in faith, I meet you there. I guide you there. I reveal more as you go. But if you stand still waiting for everything to make sense, you will remain stuck. Trust me enough to move. Trust me enough to try. Trust me enough to step forward even when you don't have all the answers. Because I am with you in every step, and I will not let you fall. My child, stay with me. Do not stop here, because what I am doing in your life is unfolding piece by piece. And if you stay till the end of this journey, you will begin to see it clearly. You will begin to feel it deeply. You will begin to walk in it confidently. So keep listening. Keep trusting. Keep coming back to me. And if this message is helping you, take a moment to like, share, and support this ministry through the link below so more hearts can be reached. And comment, I'm staying, if you are watching till the end. Because what I am about to do next in your life will be worth every moment you chose to stay. Stay close, my child. We are not finished yet. My child, stay with me a little longer. Do not let your mind wander away now, because there is something deep within you that I am gently trying to reach. You have learned how to survive. Yes, survive. You wake up, you do what you must. You carry your responsibilities. You handle your problems. And from the outside, it looks like you are doing fine. But inside, something feels missing. Not broken completely, but not whole either. You keep moving, but without peace. You keep going, but without joy. And slowly, life has started to feel like something you manage instead of something you experience. My child, I did not create you just to survive. I created you to live, to feel peace in your heart, to experience joy in your soul, to walk in purpose, not pressure. But somewhere along the way, you lost connection with that. Life became heavy, responsibilities increased, pain entered, disappointments came, and without realizing it, you shifted into survival mode, always alert, always thinking, always preparing for what might go wrong. But survival is not your destination. It was only a phase, and now I am calling you out of it, into a life of trust, into a life of peace, into a life where you no longer wake up with tension, but with hope. But to step into that life, you must unlearn some things. Yes, unlearn. You have learned to expect the worst. You have learned to guard your heart too tightly. You have learned to rely only on yourself. And while those things may have protected you for a time, they are now limiting you. Because I never asked you to live closed, I asked you to live connected. Connected to me. Because when you are connected to me, you do not have to carry everything alone. You do not have to figure everything out. You do not have to fear every unknown. You can rest, even while moving forward. If you are ready to move from survival to peace, type, I choose peace, in the comments. Let that be your decision today. My child, I want to speak to the fear inside you. Yes, that fear you don't always admit. The fear of things falling apart. The fear of losing what you have. The fear that maybe things won't work out for you. You try to silence it. You distract yourself from it. But it shows up in your thoughts, in your worries, in your tension. But listen carefully. Fear is not your guide. I am. Fear will always speak loudly. It will rush you, pressure you, confuse you. But my voice is calm, clear, steady. I do not rush you, I lead you. So when you feel overwhelmed, pause. That is your sign. Not to panic, but to return to me. Because panic comes from fear. Peace comes from me, and you must learn to recognize the difference. My child, not every opportunity is from me. Not every door is meant for you. Not every path is yours to walk. And sometimes you say yes to things that drain you, simply because you are afraid to miss out. But I am not a God of confusion. I will not lead you into something that steals your peace. So if something feels heavy, forced, draining, pause. Bring it to me. Because what is from me will come with clarity, not pressure. If you want God's guidance over your decisions, type "guide me" in the comments. Let me lead you. My child, you are allowed to slow down. You do not have to keep up with everyone else. You do not have to rush your life. You do not have to prove anything. The world around you is always moving fast, always chasing more, always pushing harder. But you are called to walk differently, with intention, with peace, with trust. Because rushing leads to mistakes, but walking with me leads to purpose. So slow down your pace, not your progress, your pace. Because when you slow down, you begin to notice my presence. You begin to hear my whisper. You begin to feel my peace. And suddenly, life does not feel as overwhelming anymore. My child, I also see how often you doubt yourself. You question your decisions. You second-guess your choices. You wonder if you are doing things right. But listen to me. You do not have to be perfect to be guided. Even when you make mistakes, I can redirect you. Even when you take a wrong step, I can bring you back. Your journey is not fragile. It is held by me. So stop living in constant doubt. Trust that I am with you, even in your uncertainty. Trust that I am guiding you, even when you don't feel it. Trust that I'm working, even when you don't see it. Say this in your heart: God is guiding me, even now. If you believe that, type "He guides me" in the comments. Let that truth calm your mind. My child, you are not lost. You are learning. You are growing. You are becoming. And everything you are going through right now is shaping you for what is ahead. So do not give up. Do not go back. Do not let fear stop you, because you are closer than you think. Closer to peace. Closer to clarity. Closer to the life I have prepared for you. Stay with me. Keep listening. Keep trusting. Because when life gets loud, my whisper will lead you forward. And my whisper will never fail you. We are still moving deeper, my child. Stay with me. My child, I am still here. Even in the quiet moments when you feel nothing. Even in the busy moments when you forget me. Even in the heavy moments when your heart feels distant. I am still here. I have not moved away from you. But sometimes, you move away from me. Not intentionally. Not because you don't care. But because life becomes loud again. Responsibilities return. Distractions increase. Worries rise. And slowly, your attention shifts. Until my voice becomes faint. Not because I stop speaking, but because you stop listening. My child, you do not lose me in one moment. You drift, slowly. One distracted day. One missed quiet moment. One decision to handle things on your own. And before you realize it, you feel disconnected. But hear this clearly. You can return at any moment. Right now. You don't need a perfect prayer. You don't need the right words. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. Just come back. Speak to me. Even if it's simple. Even if it's just, God, I'm here. Because I am always ready to receive you. If you are coming back to God right now, type "I'm back" in the comments. Let that be your return. My child, I want to talk to you about something you often overlook. Small moments. You are waiting for big changes, big breakthroughs, big answers, big signs. But I often move in small ways, in quiet moments, in simple steps, in everyday situations. And because you are focused on something big, you miss what I am doing right now. The peace you felt for a second, that was me. The thought that guided you, that was me. The delay that protected you, that was me. I am working in your life, even when it feels ordinary. But you must slow down enough to notice. My child, gratitude will open your eyes. When you begin to thank me for small things, you begin to see more of my presence, more of my guidance, more of my love. But when you only focus on what is missing, you feel empty, even when you are blessed. So shift your focus. Not everything is wrong. Not everything is falling apart. There is still good. There is still grace. There is still something to be thankful for, even now. If you are choosing gratitude today, type "Thank you, God" in the comments. Let gratitude fill your heart. My child, I see your frustration. Yes, that frustration you try to hide. Things are not moving the way you expected. Answers are not coming as quickly as you hoped. Situations are not changing as fast as you prayed for. And part of you is wondering, God, why is this taking so long? But listen to me. Delay is not denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet does not mean it won't happen. There are things I am preparing. Things you cannot see. Things that require time. Because if everything came instantly, you would not grow. You would not learn. You would not become ready. And I care more about your growth than your speed. So trust the process. Even when it feels slow. Even when it feels unclear. Even when you feel impatient. Because what I am building in you is just as important as what I am bringing to you. My child, patience is not easy. I know that. But patience is powerful. Because it teaches you to trust without seeing. To believe without proof. To stay steady, even in uncertainty. And that kind of faith will carry you through anything. If you are trusting God's timing, type "I trust your timing" in the comments. Let that be your declaration. My child, I also want to remind you, you do not have to carry everything at once. You overwhelm yourself by thinking about too much, all at once. Your future, your problems, your responsibilities, your past, and your mind becomes crowded, heavy, tired. But life is not meant to be carried that way. Focus on one step, just one, the step in front of you. That is enough. You do not need to solve everything today. You do not need to understand everything now. You do not need to have everything figured out. Just take the next step with me, and then the next, and then the next, and before you realize it, you will be further than you thought possible. My child, simplify your thoughts. Come back to the present. Come back to me. Because peace is found here, not in the past, not in the future, here, with me, right now. Say this in your heart, I trust God with this moment. If you believe that, type this moment in the comments. Let that bring you back to peace. My child, you are not failing. You are learning. You are not stuck. You are being guided. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. Even when it feels slow. Even when it feels quiet. Even when it feels uncertain. I am still working. I am still leading. I am still with you. So do not give up now. Do not lose faith now. Do not walk away now, because you are closer than you think. Closer to clarity. Closer to breakthrough. Closer to peace. Stay with me. Keep listening. Keep trusting. Because when life gets loud, my whisper is still there. And if you stay close enough, you will hear it clearly. We are still going deeper, my child. Don't stop now, my child. Breathe. Slowly. You have been holding so much inside that even your breath has become shallow. Always thinking. Always processing. Always preparing. But right now, just breathe. Because in this moment, nothing is chasing you. Nothing is demanding you. Nothing is out of my control. You are safe here with me. My child, I want to speak to the pressure you feel. Yes, that invisible pressure to succeed, to figure things out, to be strong, to not fall behind, to meet expectations, yours and others. You carry it quietly, but it weighs heavily. And over time, it has made you feel like you are always behind in life, like you should be further, like you should have more, like you should be better by now. But listen to me. Who told you that you are behind? Who created that timeline? Who decided that your life must look like everyone else's? Not me. I did not create you to live by comparison. I created you to walk in purpose. And purpose is not rushed. It is revealed, step by step. So release that pressure. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for what I am doing in your life right now. If you are letting go of pressure and trusting God's timing, type, I release pressure in the comments. Let that truth settle in you, my child. I see how much you worry about what if. What if things go wrong? What if I fail? What if I make the wrong choice? What if I lose this opportunity? And these what if thoughts, they multiply, they grow, they fill your mind with fear until you feel stuck, unable to move forward. But listen carefully. What if is not faith. What if is fear trying to control your future. Faith says, even if things don't go as planned, I trust God. Even if I don't understand, I trust God. Even if I feel uncertain, I trust God. That is the difference, and that is the shift I want you to make. From what if to even if, because when you trust me that way, fear loses its power, and peace takes its place. Say this in your heart, even if I trust you, God. If you believe that, type even if in the comments. Let that be your strength today. My child, I also want to speak to your need for certainty. You want to be sure. Sure about your decisions. Sure about your future. Sure about the outcome. And because you don't always have that certainty, you hesitate. You delay. You overthink. But hear me. You will not always have certainty. But you can always have trust. And trust is stronger than certainty. Because certainty depends on what you can see. But trust depends on who I am. And I do not change. I am steady. I am faithful. I am constant. So even when things feel uncertain, you can stand firm. Because you are standing on me. My child, take the step. Not because you are sure, but because you trust me. And when you step forward in faith, I will meet you there. I will guide you there. I will strengthen you there. If you are ready to move forward in faith, type I step in faith in the comments. Let that be your action today. My child, there is something else you must understand. You are not responsible for everything. You take on too much. Other people's expectations, other people's emotions, other people's problems. And slowly, you begin to feel overwhelmed. But you were never meant to carry what is not yours. You can care without carrying. You can love without losing yourself. You can help without draining yourself. Boundaries are not selfish. They are necessary. Because when you give beyond your capacity, you lose your peace. And I want you to protect your peace. So learn to say no. Learn to step back. Learn to choose what is healthy for your heart. Because your well-being matters too. If you are choosing peace over pressure, type, I choose peace in the comments. Let that be your priority. My child, I see your desire to do better, to grow, to improve, to become stronger. And that desire is good. But do not let it turn into pressure. You do not have to become everything overnight. You do not have to fix everything at once. Growth takes time. And I am working in you daily, even in ways you do not notice. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate small progress, a better decision, a calmer reaction, a stronger mindset. These things matter. They are signs that you are changing. And I am proud of you. Yes, proud. Even in your process, even in your struggle, even in your growth. My child, stop focusing only on how far you have to go. Look at how far you have come. You are not the same person you were before. You are stronger, wiser, more aware, and that matters. If you are grateful for your growth, type, "I've grown," in the comments. Let gratitude fill your heart. My child, you are learning to listen, not to the noise, but to my whisper. And that is changing you, because my whisper does not rush you. It does not pressure you. It does not confuse you. It leads you gently, step by step, moment by moment. So stay close. Keep listening. Keep trusting. Because when life gets loud, my whisper will always guide you back to peace. And my whisper is leading you exactly where you need to be. Stay with me, my child. We are not finished yet. My child, come closer again. Do not let distraction pull you away now, because what I am about to speak is something your heart has been quietly asking for. You have been seeking clarity. Yes, clarity. You want to know what to do. You want to know what is right. You want to know which path to take. And sometimes the silence makes you uncomfortable. You think, "God, why aren't you answering me clearly?" But listen carefully. I am answering you, just not always in the way you expect. You are looking for loud signs, clear instructions, instant direction. But I often guide you through subtle nudges, through peace or lack of it, through closed doors, through small shifts in your heart. And if you are not paying attention, you may miss it. My child, my guidance is not confusing, but it requires sensitivity. You must learn to feel what I am showing you, not just think about it, because your mind will overanalyze, but your spirit will recognize my voice. So pause. Before every decision, before every step, ask me, "God, is this from you?" And then listen, not to your fear, not to your pressure, but to your peace. Because where I lead, there is peace. If you are seeking God's direction today, type, "Lead me, Lord," in the comments. Let me guide you. My child, I see how often you ignore your own inner warning. That feeling inside, that tells you something is not right. But you push it aside because it is inconvenient, because it does not match what you want, because it asks you to walk away or slow down or change direction. But that feeling, that quiet discomfort, that is often me, protecting you, guiding you, keeping you from what is not meant for you. So do not ignore it. Do not silence it. Do not override it with logic or pressure. Trust it. Because I see what you cannot see, and I will not lead you wrong. My child, there are things you have been forcing, trying to make them work, trying to hold them together, trying to push forward, even when everything feels heavy. But hear me, what is from me will not need to be forced. It may require effort, it may require patience, but it will not steal your peace. If something constantly drains you, confuses you, exhausts you, step back, bring it to me. Because I am not a God of chaos, I am a God of order and peace. If you are ready to stop forcing and start trusting, type, "I trust God's way," in the comments. Let that be your shift. My child, I also want to speak to your disappointment. Yes, that quiet disappointment you carry. Things did not go the way you expected. People did not respond the way you hoped. Plans did not work out the way you imagined. And part of you feels discouraged, tired of trying, tired of hoping. But listen carefully. Disappointment is not the end. It is redirection. What did not work out was not meant to stay. What did not happen was not meant to happen that way. And even though you may not see it now, I am protecting you. I am guiding you. I am leading you towards something better. So do not lose hope. Do not close your heart. Do not stop believing. Because just because something ended does not mean everything is over. It means something new is beginning. My child, trust me in the redirection. Even when it hurts, even when it confuses you, even when it feels like a setback, because I do not take away without purpose, and I do not allow things to fall apart without a reason. I am always working for your good. even in ways you do not understand yet. If you trust God in your disappointment, type "God has a plan" in the comments. Let that bring you peace. My child, you have been asking for a sign, something clear, something undeniable, something that tells you, yes, this is the way. But I want you to understand something important. You already have enough to take the next step. You may not have everything, but you have enough. Enough strength, enough wisdom, enough guidance to move forward one step at a time. And as you move, I will reveal more. But if you wait for complete certainty, you will stay where you are. So trust what I have already shown you. Trust the peace I have already given you. Trust the direction I have already placed in your heart. And move. My child, faith is not standing still. Faith is stepping forward even when you don't see everything. And I'm calling you into that kind of faith. Say this in your heart: I trust the step God is showing me. If you believe that, type one step in the comments. Let that be your focus. My child, you are not confused. You are just overwhelmed. Too many thoughts, too many options, too many voices, and it is making everything feel unclear. But clarity comes in stillness, not in noise. So come back to me. Sit in the quiet. Let your mind slow down. Let your heart settle, and you will begin to feel my direction again, because I am not far from you. I am right here, waiting for you to listen. My child, do not rush this process. Do not force answers. Do not panic in uncertainty, because even in this moment, I am guiding you step by step, moment by moment, and you are not alone. So stay close, stay still, stay connected, because when life gets loud, my whisper will show you the way, and my whisper will never lead you wrong. Stay with me, my child. We are getting closer to what I have for you. My child, stay here with me. You have come this far. Do not stop now, because what I am building inside you is deeper than you realize. You are not just listening to words. You are being transformed, slowly, quietly, powerfully, even if you don't feel it fully yet. My child, I want to talk to you about your heart, because your heart has been through a lot. More than you show, more than you say, more than others understand. You have been strong for so long that even you have forgotten what it feels like to be at ease. You are always alert, always thinking, always protecting yourself, even in moments where you should feel safe. And this has made your heart tired, guarded, careful. But listen to me. You don't have to live guarded all the time. Yes, be wise. Yes, be aware. But do not close your heart completely, because a closed heart cannot receive the fullness of what I have for you. I want to restore your ability to feel again, to trust again, to experience joy without fear. But this requires something from you. You must allow me to heal your heart fully, not partially, not only the easy parts, all of it, even the parts you avoid, even the parts you buried, even the parts you said, I'm over this. But deep down, you are not. My child, I am gentle. I will not force healing on you, but I will invite you again and again. Come to me. Bring me your heart. Not the version you show others. The real one. The honest one. The vulnerable one. Because that is the heart I want to heal. If you are ready to open your heart to God, type "heal my heart" in the comments. Let that be your prayer. My child, I also want to speak to your fear of being hurt again. You have built walls, not because you don't care, but because you care deeply, and you don't want to feel that pain again. So you hold back, you distance yourself, you become careful, even in places where you could feel connection. But hear me, not everyone will hurt you. Not every situation will repeat your past. And if you let fear control your heart, you will miss the good I am bringing into your life. I am not asking you to trust blindly. I am asking you to trust me, because I will guide you. I will warn you. I will protect you. And when something is right, you will feel peace. So do not let past pain close your future. Let me heal it, so you can move forward freely. My child, you are not meant to live in fear. You are meant to live in faith. If you are choosing faith over fear, type, I choose faith in the comments. Let that be your decision. My child, there is something else you must release. The need to have everything figured out. You want clarity. You want direction. You want to know what comes next. But sometimes you must walk without knowing. That is faith. And I know it is not easy. Because your mind wants answers. Your heart wants assurance. But I am asking you to trust me, even in uncertainty. Because I am not uncertain. I know exactly where you are going. I know exactly what you need. I know exactly what I am doing in your life. And I will not lead you into confusion. So when you don't understand, trust. When you don't see, trust. When you feel unsure, trust. Because I am with you. Every step, every moment, every decision. My child, you are not walking alone. Say this in your heart. God is with me in every step. If you believe that, type God is with me in the comments. Let that bring you peace. My child, I see your effort. Yes, your effort. You are trying. Even when it's hard. Even when you feel tired. Even when you feel like giving up. You keep going. And that matters. More than you think. Because growth is not about perfection. It is about persistence. And you are persisting. You are showing up. You are learning. You are becoming. And I am proud of you. Do not overlook that. Do not dismiss that. Because I see it clearly. Every step. Every effort. Every moment you choose to keep going. My child, keep going. Even if it's slow. Even if it's small. Even if it feels like you are not making progress. Because you are. And I am with you in it. If you are not giving up, type, I keep going in the comments. Let that be your strength. My child, as you continue this journey with me, you will begin to notice something. The noise will still exist. The world will still be loud. Problems will still come. But inside you, there will be peace. A calm you cannot explain. A strength you cannot describe. A confidence that does not come from you, but from me. And that is what I am building in you. Not a life without challenges, but a heart that remains steady through them. So stay with me. Keep listening. Keep trusting. And if you have stayed this far, do not stop now. Because what I am about to do next in your life will require you to be ready. Ready in your heart. Ready in your mind. Ready in your spirit. So continue with me till the end. And if this message is touching your life, take a moment to like, share, and support this ministry through the link below so more people can receive this peace. And comment, I'm ready if you are staying till the end. Because my child, when life gets loud, my whisper is becoming clearer in you. And my whisper is preparing you for something greater. Stay close. We are not finished yet. My child, I am still speaking to you. Do not let familiarity make you miss what I am doing. Because sometimes, when you hear something often, you stop feeling its depth. But stay present. Because this moment is not ordinary. I am reaching into places within you that you have kept hidden. Places you don't talk about. Places you don't fully understand. Places that still carry questions. And I want to meet you there. My child, I see the weight of expectations on you. Not just from others, but from yourself. You expect yourself to be strong all the time, to make the right decisions, to not fall back into old patterns, to have everything together. And when you don't meet those expectations, you feel disappointed in yourself. You feel like you should be better by now. But listen to me. Growth is not perfection. Growth is progress. You are not meant to become flawless overnight. You are meant to become better, step by step. So stop punishing yourself for not being where you think you should be. You are exactly where you need to be for this season of your life. And I am working in you, even now. My child, give yourself grace. the same grace I give you every single day, because I do not look at you and see failure. I see potential. I see growth. I see a heart that is trying, even when it struggles. And that matters. If you are choosing to give yourself grace today, type, "I give myself grace," in the comments. Let that be your healing. My child, I want to talk to you about something you often carry quietly. Regret. Yes, regret. Things you wish you had done differently. Words you wish you hadn't said. Decisions you wish you could change. And sometimes you replay those moments again and again, hoping somehow it will change. But it doesn't. And instead, it weighs on you. But hear me clearly. You cannot grow if you stay stuck in regret. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. You are not meant to go back. You are meant to move forward. And I have already made a way for that. I have already given you a new beginning, but you must accept it. You must release the past, not because it didn't matter, but because it no longer defines you. My child, you are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are not the version of yourself you used to be. You are becoming something new. And I am leading you there. If you are ready to leave the past behind, type, "I move forward" in the comments. Let that be your step. My child, I also see your desire to be understood. You want people to see your heart, to understand your intentions, to recognize your effort. But sometimes they don't. And that hurts, because you feel unseen, misunderstood, unappreciated. But listen to me. Not everyone will understand you. And that is okay, because I understand you completely. I see your heart. I know your intentions. I recognize your effort, even when no one else does. So do not lose yourself trying to be understood by everyone. Stay true to who you are. Stay aligned with what I have placed in your heart, because the right people will see you at the right time. My child, you do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need to prove your heart to those who choose not to see it. Walk in peace. Walk in confidence. And let me handle the rest. If you trust that God understands you fully, type, "God knows me" in the comments. Let that comfort you. My child, there is something powerful I want you to understand. You are not behind in your life. You are being prepared. Every delay, every challenge, every lesson, it is shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for what is ahead. And when the time comes, you will realize why everything happened the way it did. But for now, you must trust, even without full understanding, because faith is not knowing everything. Faith is trusting me in everything. My child, do not rush your preparation. Do not skip your process, because what I am building in you will sustain what I am bringing to you, and that matters. If you are trusting God's preparation, type, "Prepare me, Lord," in the comments. Let that be your prayer. My child, I also want to remind you, you are not alone in your struggles, even when no one else knows, even when no one else sees. I am there, in your thoughts, in your emotions, in your quiet moments, walking with you, strengthening you, holding you, even when you feel like you are falling. So do not isolate yourself. Do not withdraw completely. Come to me, again and again. Because every time you do, you will find comfort. You will find peace. You will find strength. My child, you are stronger than you think. Not because of your own ability, but because I am with you, and I will not leave you. So keep going, keep trusting, keep believing, because you are not stuck. You are moving. You are growing. You are becoming. And what is ahead of you is greater than what is behind you. Stay with me. Keep listening. Because when life gets loud, my whisper is still guiding you, and my whisper is leading you into your next season. Stay close, my child. We are going even deeper. My child, come even closer. Do not let your attention drift now, because what I am about to speak is something your soul has been quietly waiting to hear. You have been carrying a hidden heaviness, not always visible, not always spoken, but deeply felt. It shows up in your silence, in your overthinking, in your moments of distance, in the way your heart sometimes feels tired without a clear reason, and you have tried to understand it, tried to fix it, tried to push through it. But listen to me. Not everything inside you needs to be solved. Some things need to be surrendered. You are trying to understand everything, when I am asking you to trust me with everything. My child, your mind is not your master, but sometimes you let it lead you. You follow every thought. You analyze every feeling. You question every situation until you feel overwhelmed. But you must learn this. You do not have to believe every thought you think. Some thoughts are rooted in fear. Some are shaped by past pain. Some are simply noise. And if you do not filter them, they will control your peace. So bring your thoughts to me. Let me quiet them. Let me give you clarity. Because my voice does not confuse you. My voice centers you. If you are ready to surrender your thoughts to God, type, "I surrender my mind," in the comments. Let that be your step today. My child, I also see how often you carry emotional weight that is not yours. You feel deeply. You care deeply. And because of that, you absorb the energy around you. Other people's stress, other people's problems, other people's emotions. And slowly, it becomes too much. But listen carefully. You are not meant to carry what belongs to others. You can love people without losing yourself. You can support people without draining yourself. You can care without carrying their burdens as your own. Give that weight back to me, because I can carry it, and you do not have to. My child, your peace matters. Protect it. If you are choosing to release emotional burdens, type, "I release it," in the comments. Let that bring you freedom. My child, I want to speak to your identity, because sometimes you forget who you are. You see your flaws, your struggles, your weaknesses, and you begin to define yourself by them. But that is not how I see you. I see you as chosen. I see you as loved. I see you as someone who is still growing, still becoming, still unfolding. You are not finished. You are not stuck. You are in process. And process is not failure. It is transformation. So stop labeling yourself based on temporary struggles. You are more than what you are going through. You are more than what you feel in difficult moments. You belong to me. And that defines you. Say this in your heart. I am who God says I am. If you believe that, type, "I am His," in the comments. Let that truth ground you. My child, I also see your desire for change. You want things to be different. You want to feel lighter, stronger, more at peace. And that desire is valid. But change does not happen all at once. It happens in small decisions, daily choices, quiet moments, the way you respond, the way you think, the way you trust me, little by little. So do not get discouraged if everything doesn't change overnight. Focus on today. What can you do differently today? One better thought, one better decision, one step closer to me. That is enough, because small steps create big change over time. My child, you are building something, even if you don't see it yet. Every time you choose peace over panic, every time you choose trust over fear, every time you come back to me, you are building a stronger life, a deeper faith, a steadier heart. And that matters more than quick results. If you are committed to growing daily, type step by step in the comments. Let that be your mindset. My child, I also want to remind you, you are allowed to feel. Do not suppress your emotions. Do not ignore your heart. Do not pretend everything is okay when it is not. Bring your feelings to me, all of them. The confusion, the sadness, the frustration, the doubt. I can handle it. You do not need to hide anything from me, because healing happens when you are honest, not when you are pretending. My child, your emotions are not your enemy. They are signals. and I want to guide you through them, not around them. So come to me with everything, and I will help you understand. I will help you heal. I will help you grow. My child, you are not alone in this journey, even when it feels quiet, even when it feels like nothing is changing. I am working in ways you cannot see, in places you cannot reach, preparing things for you, shaping things within you. And one day, you will look back and understand. But for now, you must trust. Stay close. Stay connected. Stay open. Because when life gets loud, my whisper will bring you back to peace. And my whisper is shaping you into who you are meant to be. Stay with me, my child. We are still unfolding something beautiful. My child, stay here. Do not rush past this moment, because what I am about to speak is something your heart needs to settle into. You have been searching for stability. Yes, stability. Something that doesn't shake. Something that doesn't change. Something you can rely on completely. Because so much around you feels uncertain. People change. Situations shift. Plans fall apart. And it has made you feel like nothing is steady. Like everything could change at any moment. And that thought unsettles you. But listen to me carefully. I am your stability, not your circumstances, not people, not outcomes. Me. I do not change. I do not leave. I do not become uncertain. And when your life is built on me, you may feel shaken, but you will not be broken. My child, you have been placing your peace in things that are temporary. That is why it keeps slipping away, because temporary things cannot give permanent peace. Only I can. So bring your focus back to me. Anchor your heart in me. Because when you do, everything else becomes easier to face. If you are choosing God as your foundation, type "God is my anchor" in the comments. Let that truth hold you. My child, I also see how deeply you desire security. To feel safe, to feel certain, to feel like everything will be okay. And because of that, you try to control as much as you can. You plan carefully. You think ahead. You try to avoid mistakes. But control is not the same as security. Control creates pressure. True security comes from trusting me. Because even when things don't go as planned, I am still in control. Even when life feels uncertain, I am still certain. So release the need to control everything. Not because you don't care, but because you trust me. Trust that I will guide you. Trust that I will provide for you. Trust that I will protect you, even in ways you cannot see. My child, security is not found in knowing everything. It is found in knowing me. Say this in your heart: God is in control, and I am at peace. If you believe that, type "God is in control" in the comments. Let that calm your spirit. My child, I want to speak to your hidden fear of loss. Yes, that quiet fear. The fear of losing what you have. The fear of things changing unexpectedly. The fear of something going wrong. And because of that fear, you hold tightly to people, to situations, to outcomes. But listen carefully. Holding tightly does not protect you. It only creates anxiety. Because deep down, you know you cannot control everything. So instead of holding tightly, learn to trust deeply. Because what is meant for you will not be taken away from you. And what leaves was not meant to stay. Even if it hurts. Even if it confuses you. Even if you don't understand it right away. Trust me in it. Because I am not removing things to harm you. I am aligning things for your good. My child, you are safe in my hands. Not because nothing will ever change, but because I will be with you in every change. And that is enough. If you trust God even in uncertainty, type "I trust you, God" in the comments. Let that be your strength. My child, I also see how you sometimes resist change. Because change feels uncomfortable, it feels unfamiliar, it feels uncertain. But change is part of growth. And growth is part of your journey. You cannot stay the same and become who you are meant to be. So do not fear change. Embrace it. Walk through it with me. Because I am not leading you into confusion, I am leading you into transformation. Even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it feels challenging, even when it feels unclear, trust that I am working. Because I am. My child, everything you are experiencing right now is shaping you. Your patience, your strength, your faith. And one day, you will see how it all fits together. But for now, you must walk by faith, not by sight. If you are embracing growth, type, I'm growing in the comments. Let that remind you. My child, you are not fragile. You are being strengthened. Every challenge you face is building something inside you. Something deeper, something stronger, something that cannot be shaken easily. So do not see your struggles as weakness. See them as preparation, because what I am building in you will sustain you in what is ahead. My child, stand firm, not in your own strength, but in mine. Because I am your foundation, and I do not fail, I do not break, I do not leave. So when life feels uncertain, come back to me. Again and again and again, because I am your constant. Say this in your heart, God is my foundation. If you believe that, type my foundation in the comments. Let that ground you. My child, stay close. Do not drift now, because what I am building in you requires your attention, your trust, your presence. So keep listening, keep coming back, keep choosing me, even in small moments, because those small moments are shaping your life. And when life gets loud, my whisper will steady you. And my whisper will remind you where your true security lies. Stay with me, my child. We are moving into something even deeper. My child, listen closely. There is something within you that has been quietly asking for release. You feel it in your chest sometimes. You feel it in your thoughts late at night. You feel it in the moments when everything becomes still and your mind begins to wander. It is not just stress. It is not just tiredness. It is the weight of everything you have not fully released. You have been holding on longer than you should. Holding on to pain. Holding on to questions. Holding on to control. Holding on to things that no longer serve your peace. And slowly, it has become heavy. Too heavy. But my child, you were never meant to carry this weight forever. There comes a time when holding on becomes more harmful than letting go. And this is your moment. Yes, this moment. Not tomorrow, not later, now. I am asking you to release, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. If you are ready to release what is weighing you down, type, I release it to God in the comments. Let that be your beginning. My child, I know letting go is not simple for you because you have built emotional attachments to people, to memories, to expectations, even to outcomes that have not happened yet. And part of you believes, if I let go, I will lose everything. Because that is how I guide you. If you are choosing to listen to God's voice over fear, type, I choose your voice in the comments. Let that be your decision. My child, I also see how you sometimes speak to yourself harshly. You criticize your actions. You focus on your flaws. You remind yourself of your mistakes. And slowly, your inner voice becomes heavy. But would you speak to someone you love that way? No. So why do you speak to yourself that way? My child, you are worthy of kindness, even from yourself, especially from yourself. Because the way you speak to yourself shapes the way you live your life. So begin to shift your words. Instead of, I'm not good enough, say, I am growing and God is with me. Instead of, I always mess things up, say, I am learning and I will do better. Because your words matter. They create your mindset. And your mindset shapes your life. My child, align your inner voice with my truth. Say this in your heart. I speak life over myself. If you believe that, type, I speak life in the comments. Let that transform your thoughts. My child, I want to remind you of something powerful. You have authority over your mind. Yes, authority. Your thoughts do not control you. You can choose what to focus on. You can choose what to believe. You can choose what to release. But it requires awareness. It requires intention. Because if you do not take control of your thoughts, they will control you. So be mindful. Notice what you are thinking. Notice what you are believing. And when something does not align with my truth, replace it with peace, with faith, with truth. My child, your mind is a powerful place. Fill it with what strengthens you, not what weakens you. If you are taking control of your thoughts, type "renew my mind" in the comments. Let that be your step. My child, I also want to speak to your habits, the small things you do every day. Because your life is not built in big moments, it is built in small, repeated actions. The way you start your day, the way you respond to stress, the way you think when things go wrong. These things matter, and over time, they shape your life. So begin to build habits that bring you closer to me. Take time to be still. Take time to reflect. Take time to listen, even if it's just a few minutes, because those moments will change your entire day. My child, consistency is more powerful than intensity. You do not need to do everything perfectly. You just need to stay connected, daily, little by little, step by step, and I will meet you there. If you are committing to daily growth, type "daily with God" in the comments. Let that be your lifestyle. My child, you are becoming more aware, more intentional, more connected, and that is changing you, even if you don't see it fully yet. Even if it feels slow, transformation is happening inside you, deep within you, and it will begin to show in your life, in your peace, in your decisions, in your strength. So do not stop now. Do not go back. Do not lose focus, because you are moving forward. My child, if you have stayed with me until this moment, you are ready for more, ready to go deeper, ready to live differently. So stay till the end. Do not miss what I am about to do next in your life. And if this message is helping you, take a moment to like, share, and support this ministry through the link below so more hearts can receive this truth. And comment, "I'm staying till the end," if you are still here. Because my child, when life gets loud, my whisper is not just guiding you, it is transforming you. Stay close. We are entering something even greater. My child, stay here with me. Let everything else fade for a moment. Because what I am about to speak is not just for your ears, it is for your heart. You have been learning, growing, releasing, trusting, and I see it. Even the parts you think are too small to matter, they matter. Every time you choose peace over panic, every time you pause instead of reacting, every time you come back to me, you are changing. And my child, I am proud of you. Yes, proud, not because you have everything figured out, but because you are staying. You are not walking away. You are not giving up. You are still here. And that means more than you realize. If you are still here and choosing God, type "I'm still here" in the comments. Let that be your declaration. My child, I want to talk to you about your energy. Not just physical, but emotional and spiritual. You have been giving a lot. To people, to situations, to responsibilities. And sometimes you give so much that there is little left for yourself. You feel drained, empty, tired in a way that rest alone cannot fix. Because it is not just your body that is tired, it is your soul. And I am calling you back to a place of renewal, back to a place where you receive, not just give, because you cannot pour from an empty heart. You cannot give peace if you do not have peace. So come to me. Let me fill you again with strength, with clarity, with peace, because I am your source. Not people, not circumstances. Me. My child, you must learn to return to me daily, not just when you feel empty, but before you become empty, because when you stay connected, you stay filled, and when you stay filled, you move through life differently, with calm, with clarity, with strength. If you are ready to be filled by God again, type, "Fill me, Lord," in the comments. Let that be your prayer. My child, I also want to speak to your boundaries, because you struggle here. You want to be kind. You want to be helpful. You want to be there for others. But sometimes, you forget to be there for yourself. You say yes when your heart is tired. You stay when you should step back. You give even when it drains you. And slowly, you lose your peace. But listen carefully. Boundaries are not rejection. They are protection. Protection of your peace. Protection of your energy. Protection of your heart. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose what is healthy for you. Because your well-being matters. My child, do not feel guilty for protecting your peace. I gave you wisdom for a reason. Use it. If you are choosing healthy boundaries, type, "I choose peace," in the comments. Let that be your strength. My child, there is something else I need you to understand. Not everything requires your reaction. Yes, this is important. You react too quickly sometimes, to words, to situations, to emotions, and in those moments, you lose your peace. But you have a choice. You can pause. You can breathe. You can choose not to react, because silence is sometimes strength, and peace is sometimes found in restraint. Not everything deserves your energy. Not everything deserves your response. Some things you must release and move forward. My child, protect your peace, not by controlling everything, but by choosing what you give your attention to. If you are choosing calm over reaction, type, "I stay calm," in the comments. Let that guide you. My child, I see how far you have come. Even if you don't fully recognize it, you are thinking differently, you are responding differently, you are becoming more aware, and that is growth. Do not ignore it. Do not rush past it, because this is the foundation of your transformation, and what I am building in you now will shape everything ahead. My child, stay consistent, even when it feels small, even when it feels slow, because consistency creates change. And you are changing, more than you realize. Say this in your heart, "I am becoming who God created me to be." If you believe that, type, "I am becoming," in the comments. Let that remind you. My child, you are not the same, and you will not remain the same, because you are walking with me. And anyone who walks with me is transformed. So stay close, stay connected, stay open, because what I am doing in you is preparing you for something greater, something deeper, something more aligned with your purpose. And you are getting closer, closer than you think. My child, do not stop now. You have come too far. You have grown too much. You have learned too deeply. So continue. Stay till the end, because what is ahead will make everything you have gone through make sense. And if this message is helping you, share it with someone who needs this today. And comment, "I'm growing," if you are still here and moving forward. Because, my child, when life gets loud, my whisper is not just calming you, it is strengthening you. Stay with me. We are almost there. My child, stay with me. You have come so far. Do not let your focus fade now, because what I am doing in your life at this moment is deeper than anything you have experienced before. You are not the same person who started this journey. Something inside you has shifted. The way you think, the way you respond, the way you see yourself, it is changing. And even if you cannot fully explain it, you can feel it. That quiet strength, that growing peace, that deeper awareness. That is me, working in you. My child, transformation does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes It feels quiet, subtle, almost unnoticeable, but over time, it changes everything. And that is what is happening within you right now. If you feel God working in your life, type "I feel it" in the comments. Let that be your acknowledgement. My child, I want to talk to you about your purpose. Yes, your purpose. Because deep inside, you know you are meant for more. More than just surviving. More than just getting through each day. More than just repeating the same patterns. You feel it, that pull, that desire, that quiet knowing that your life has meaning. And you are right. It does. But purpose is not something you find all at once. It is something you grow into, step by step, choice by choice, moment by moment. And right now, you are in that process. So do not rush it. Do not compare your journey. Do not feel behind, because purpose unfolds in time, and I am guiding you into it. My child, your purpose is not just about what you do. It is about who you become. A person of peace, a person of faith, a person who walks with me. Because when you become that person, everything else aligns. So focus on your growth, your connection with me, your inner peace, and your purpose will follow. If you are trusting God with your purpose, type "Guide my path" in the comments. Let that be your surrender. My child, I also see how sometimes you doubt your worth. You question if you are enough, if you are capable, if you can truly become who you feel called to be. And those thoughts, they slow you down. They make you hesitate. They make you second guess yourself. But listen to me. I did not create you by mistake. I did not place you here without purpose. And I did not bring you this far to leave you uncertain. You are capable, not because of your own strength, but because I am with you. And when I am with you, you have everything you need. So stop doubting. Stop shrinking. Stop holding yourself back. You are stronger than you think. My child, walk forward with confidence. Not pride, but quiet confidence. The kind that says, God is with me, and that is enough. If you believe that, type "God is enough" in the comments. Let that strengthen you. My child, there is something else you must understand. You are not alone in your journey, even when it feels like it. Even when no one else sees what you are going through. Even when you feel misunderstood. I am there, walking with you, guiding you, supporting you, every step, every moment. So do not isolate yourself. Do not withdraw. Come to me. Talk to me. Stay connected. Because I am your constant, and I will not leave you. My child, I see your effort, your desire to grow, your willingness to change, and I honor that. Because not everyone chooses this path. Not everyone chooses to grow, but you did. And that matters. So keep going. Even when it feels slow. Even when it feels difficult. Even when you feel tired. Because what is ahead will be worth it. My child, you are closer than you think. Closer to clarity. Closer to purpose. Closer to peace. Do not stop now. Do not turn back now. Keep moving forward with me. If you are committed to your journey, type "I keep moving" in the comments. Let that be your decision. My child, as you continue, you will begin to notice something. The things that once disturbed you will no longer have the same power. The thoughts that once overwhelmed you will become quieter. The fears that once controlled you will begin to fade. Because my presence in you is growing stronger. And when I am strong in you, fear loses its place. My child, this is what transformation looks like. Not perfection, but progress. Not instant change, but steady growth. And you are living it right now. So stay close, stay focused, stay with me. Because we are not finished yet. There is more peace, more clarity, more purpose. And you are moving toward it, step by step. My child, do not miss what is coming next. Stay till the end, because what I am about to reveal will bring everything together. And if this message is speaking to your heart, share it with someone who needs this today. And comment, "I'm still moving forward," if you are here and committed. Because my child, when life gets loud, my whisper is not just guiding you, it is preparing you for your purpose. Stay with me. We are almost there. My child, come even closer now. Do not let your focus break at this moment, because what I am about to speak is something that will settle deeply within you. You have been walking with me through this journey, learning to be still, learning to trust, learning to release, learning to listen, and now you are beginning to understand something powerful. Peace is not something outside of you. It is something I am building within you. Yes, within you. Not dependent on people, not dependent on situations, not dependent on everything going right, but rooted in me. And because it is rooted in me, it cannot be easily shaken. My child, this is the peace you have been searching for. Not temporary calm, but lasting stillness. Even when life feels loud, even when things feel uncertain, even when you don't have all the answers, there is a quiet strength rising inside you. And that is me. If you feel God's peace growing within you, type, "I feel peace" in the comments. Let that anchor you. My child, I want to talk to you about your reactions, because this is where your growth is becoming visible. Before, you reacted quickly to stress, to pressure, to words, to emotions. But now, to breathe. And that pause, that small moment of stillness, is changing everything. Because in that pause, you hear me. You feel my guidance. You choose differently, and that is growth. My child, your power is in your pause. Not in rushing, not in reacting, but in choosing. So continue. Pause before you speak. Pause before you decide. Pause before you react. And in that pause, you will find me. If you are choosing to pause and listen to God, type, "I pause" in the comments. Let that guide you. My child, I also see how you are becoming more aware of what affects your peace. The environments you are in, the people you are around, the thoughts you entertain. And this awareness is a gift. Because now, you can choose differently. You can step away from what drains you. You can protect what strengthens you. You can create space for peace in your life. And that matters. Because not everything deserves access to you. Not everything deserves your energy. My child, be wise with your space. Be intentional with your time. Be careful with what you allow into your heart. Because your peace is valuable. If you are protecting your peace, type, "I protect my peace" in the comments. Let that be your boundary. My child, there is something else I want you to understand. You are becoming more aligned. Yes, aligned. Your thoughts, your actions, your heart, they're beginning to come into harmony. And when that happens, life feels different. Lighter, clearer, more steady. Because you are no longer divided within yourself. You are walking in alignment with me. And that is where true peace lives. My child, stay aligned. Do not go back to old patterns. Do not return to old ways of thinking. You have grown beyond that, and you are stepping into something new, something better. If you are choosing alignment with God, type, "I align with God" in the comments. Let that strengthen your direction. My child, I see your heart becoming softer, not weaker, softer, more open, more understanding, more at peace. And that is not a weakness, that is strength. Because a peaceful heart is a strong heart, a heart that is not controlled by fear, not controlled by anger, not controlled by pressure, but guided by me. And that is who you are becoming. My child, you are changing. And this change will begin to reflect in your life, in your relationships, in your decisions, in your presence. People will notice, not because you are trying to be different, but because you are becoming different from the inside out. My child, this is transformation, real transformation, not forced, not rushed, but natural, flowing from your connection with me. So stay connected, stay close, stay aware, because what I am doing in you is preparing you for what is next. My child, you are almost there, almost at a place where things will begin to make sense, almost at a place where you will see clearly, almost at a place where your peace will no longer feel temporary, but constant. So do not stop now. Do not lose focus now. Stay with me till the end, because what is coming next will bring everything together. And if you are still here, comment, "I'm still here with God," and share this message with someone who needs this peace today. Because, my child, when life gets loud, my whisper becomes your anchor, and my whisper is leading you into a life of peace. Stay with me. We are about to complete something powerful. My child, you have stayed. Through every word, through every moment, through every quiet shift happening inside you. And I see that. I honor that. Because not everyone stays long enough to be transformed. But you did. And now, you are standing at a different place than where you began. You may not fully realize it yet, but you are not the same. Something inside you has settled. Something inside you has strengthened. Something inside you has awakened. And that something is my presence growing within you. My child, take a moment. Pause. Look at yourself. Not with criticism, but with awareness. You are calmer than before. You are more aware than before. You are less reactive than before. Even if it's small, it is real, and it matters. Do not ignore your progress. Do not rush past your growth, because this is what you have been praying for. Change. And it is happening. If you recognize your growth, type, "I have grown," in the comments. Let that remind you. My child, I want you to understand something deeply now. Peace is not a destination you reach one day. It is a way you live every day, a choice, a practice, a posture of your heart. And now, you are learning how to live in it, not perfectly, but intentionally. Choosing to pause, choosing to trust, choosing to release, again and again and again. And every time you choose peace, you grow stronger. My child, this is your new way of living. Not reacting, but responding. Not rushing, but trusting. Not carrying everything, but surrendering. And as you continue, this will become natural to you. My child, I also want to remind you, life will still have noise. Situations will still come. People will still challenge you. Unexpected things will still happen. But now, you are different. You are not facing life the same way anymore, because now you know where to return. To me. And that changes everything. Because no matter what happens, you have a place of peace, a place of stillness, a place where your heart can rest. And that place is with me. If you are choosing to live in God's peace, type "I live in peace" in the comments. Let that be your foundation. My child, there is something powerful I want you to carry with you from this moment forward. You do not have to handle everything immediately. You do not have to react instantly. You do not have to solve everything at once. You can pause. You can breathe. You can come to me first. And in that pause, you will find clarity. You will find strength. You will find peace. My child, make that your habit. Pause before reacting. Pause before worrying. Pause before assuming. And return to me. Because I am always here, always present. My child, I see your future. And it is not filled with confusion. It is not filled with chaos. It is filled with growth, with purpose, with peace. Not because everything will be perfect, but because you will walk with me through everything. And that is enough. My child, trust what I am building in you, even when you don't fully see it yet. even when it feels slow, even when it feels quiet, because the strongest things are built in silence. And that is what I have been doing in you. If you trust what God is building in your life, type, "God is building me," in the comments. Let that strengthen you. My child, you are ready. Yes, ready. Not because you have all the answers, but because you now know where to go when you don't. You know to return to me, to listen, to trust, to follow my whisper. And that is enough. That is everything. My child, carry this with you. When life gets loud, you do not need to become louder. You need to become still, because in your stillness, you will hear me clearly. And my voice will always lead you to peace. My child, stay close. Not just here, but in your daily life, in your thoughts, in your decisions, in your quiet moments. Because I am not just here in these words. I am with you always. And I will continue to guide you every step, every moment. So walk forward with peace, with trust, with confidence. And if you have stayed this far, comment. I'm ready for what's next. Because, my child, we are about to step into the final part. And what I will speak next will stay with you. Stay with me just a little longer. My child, this is not the end. It is a beginning, a new way of living, a new way of thinking, a new way of walking with me. You have stayed through every moment, through every word, through every quiet shift within you, and now you are not the same. Take a moment and feel it, not with your mind, but within your spirit. There is a calm in you now, a steadiness, a quiet strength that was not there before, and that is my work in you. My child, I did not bring you here just to comfort you. I brought you here to transform you, to show you that peace is not something you chase, it is something you carry. Because I am within you. And wherever I am, peace is. My child, from this moment forward, things will still happen. Life will still move. Challenges will still come. But you will not respond the same way anymore. Because now you know to pause. You know to breathe. You know to come back to me. And that changes everything. My child, remember this always. You do not have to figure everything out. You do not have to carry everything. You do not have to control everything. You only need to stay connected to me. That is your strength. That is your peace. That is your foundation. If you are choosing to walk with God daily, type, "I walk with God" in the comments. Let that be your commitment. My child, there will be moments when the noise returns. Moments when you feel overwhelmed again. Moments when your thoughts become heavy. But do not be discouraged. That does not mean you have lost your peace. It means you are being invited back into it. Again, and again, and again. Because peace is not something you achieve once. It is something you return to daily. And every time you return to me, you will find it. My child, do not forget what you have learned. Do not return to old ways of thinking. Do not pick up what you have already released. Do not let the noise pull you away again. Stay grounded. Stay aware. Stay connected. Because everything you need is already within you. Through me. My child, you are stronger now. Not because life has become easier, but because you have become steadier. You are calmer now. Not because everything is perfect, but because you have found where your peace comes from. You are wiser now. Not because you know everything, but because you know where to go. And that is enough. My child, walk forward with confidence. Not loud confidence, quiet confidence. The kind that does not need to prove anything. The kind that rests in knowing God is with me. And when I am with you, you are never alone, never lost, never without direction. My child, trust this new version of yourself, the one who pauses, the one who listens, the one who chooses peace. Because that is who you are becoming, and that is who you are meant to be. If you are ready to live in this new way, type, "I choose this life," in the comments. Let that be your decision. My child, as you go forward, carry this truth with you. When life gets loud, you do not need to panic. You do not need to rush. You do not need to lose yourself. You only need to be still and listen for my whisper. Because my whisper will guide you when you feel lost, will calm you when you feel overwhelmed, will strengthen you when you feel weak, will remind you that you are never alone. My child, this journey does not end here. It continues in your daily life, in your choices, in your thoughts, in your actions. So stay with me, not just in these moments, but always. Talk to me, walk with me, trust me, because I am with you every step, and I always will be. My child, go forward now, with peace in your heart, with trust in your spirit, with strength in your soul. And if this message has touched your life, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe so more hearts can receive this peace. And if you feel led, support this ministry through the link below so this message can continue reaching those who need it. And comment, Amen, if you are walking forward with God. Because my child, when life gets loud, my whisper will always be there. And if you listen closely, it will lead you home.